Spinal cord. Introduction. The spinal cord is the most important structure between the body and the brain. The spinal cord extends from the foramen magnum, where it is continuous with the medulla, to the level of the first or second lumbar vertebra. It is a vital link between the brain and the body, and from the body to the brain. The mass of the nerves inside the spine that connects all parts of the body to the brain. Situation and extension. Spinal cord lies slowly in the vertebral canal. It extends from foramen magnum, where it is continuous with medulla oblongata, above and up to the lower border of first lumbar vertebra below. Coverings. Spinal cord is covered by sheaths called meninges, which are membranous in nature. Meninges are dura mater, pia mater, and arachnoid matter. These coverings continues as covering of brain. Meninges are responsible for protection and nourishment of the nervous tissue. Shape and length. Spinal cord is cylindrical in shape. Length of the spinal cord is about 45 cm in males and about 43 cm in females. Enlargements. Spinal cord has two spindle-shaped swellings, namely cervical and lumbar enlargements. These two portions of spinal cord innervate upper and lower extremities respectively. Conus medullaris and phylum terminal. Below the lumbar enlargement, spinal cord respectively narrows to a cone-shaped termination called conus medullaris. A slender non-nervous filament called phylum terminal extends from conus medullaris downward to the fundus of the dura sac. At the level of second sacral vertebra. Segments. Spinal cord is made up of 31 segments. In fact, spinal cord is a continuous structure. Appearance of the segment is by nerves arising from spinal cord, which are called spinal nerves. Nerve roots. Each spinal nerve is formed by an anterior root and posterior root. Both the roots on either side leaves the spinal cord and pass through the corresponding intervertebral foramen. Fissure and sulci. On the anterior surface of spinal cord, there is a deep furrow known as anterior median fissure. Depth of this fissure is about 3 mm. Lateral to the anterior median fissure on either side, there is a slight depression called anterolateral sulcus. Internal structure of spinal cord. Neural substance of spinal cord is divided into inner grey matter and outer white matter. So as you can see in the image, the structure of spinal cord. Spinal cord and muscle working, as you can see in the image. Grey matter of spinal cord. Grey matter of spinal cord is the collection of nerve cell bodies, dendrites, and parts of axons. It is placed centrally in the form of wings of butterfly, and it is resembles the letter H. Exactly in the center of grey matter there is a canal called the spinal canal. Neurons in grey matter of spinal cord. Grey matter contains two types of multipolar neurons, that is Golgi type 1 neurons and Golgi type 2 neurons. Organization of neurons in gray matter. Organization of neurons in gray matter of spinal cord is described in two methods, that is nuclei or columns and lamina or layers. White matter of spinal cord. White matter of spinal cord surrounds the grey matter. It is formed by bundles of both myelinated or non-myelinated fibers, but predominantly the myelinated fibers. Anterior medulla fissure and posterior median septum divides the entire mass of white matter into two lateral halves. The band of white matter lies in front of anterior grey commissure is called anterior white commissure. Each half of white matter is divided by fibers of anterior and posterior nerve root into three white columns or funiculi, that is anterior or vertebral white column, lateral white column, and posterior or dorsal white column. Tracts in spinal cord. Groups of nerve fibers passing through spinal cord are known as tracts of spinal cord. Spinal tracts are divided into two main groups. They are short tracts and long tracts. Ascending tracts of spinal cord. Ascending tracts of spinal cord carries the impulses of various sensations to the brain. Pathway of each sensation is formed by two or three groups of neurons, which are first order neurons, second order neurons, and third order neurons. Descending tracts of spinal cord. Descending tracts of spinal cord are formed by motor nerve fibers arising from brain and descends into the spinal cord. These tracts carry motor impulses from brain to spinal cord. Descending tracts of spinal cord are of two types, that is pyramidal tracts and extrapyramidal tracts. Applied physiology. Spinal cord injury leads to either temporary or permanent dysfunction. Dysfunction of spinal cord occurs because of direct injury due to bullet firing or accidents, compression by bone fragments, hematoma or disc material, ischemia due to rupture of spinal arteries. Accordingly, dysfunction of spinal cord is classified into four types, that is complete transection, incomplete transection, hemisection, disease of spinal cord. So it is all about spinal cord.